Now, this illustration points out that temporary currents are not classified as objectionable currents in accordance with NEC 250.6C as in car. For example, an equipment ground, if a ground fault should occur somewhere in the electrical system, the equipment ground will momentarily carry current to clear a device either upstream or somewhere in the electrical system. It'll be enough current flow to clear the overcurrent device during a ground fault, for example, as just pointed out. Now, if you review the panel board, service panel to the right, you see we have a connection to ground there, and it's called out as temporary current flow per 250.6C through earth to transformer. Now, if we pointed out previously that that's 5 ohms as a rule of thumb to ground. Well, you see that connection to ground. At the transformer ground now, another 5 ohms is used. So when you add the two together, 5 ohms plus 5 ohms, 10 ohms, into 120 volts to ground, it would only be 12 amps flowing through the earth is a good rule of thumb. Now, that would be where you didn't have an equipment grounding scheme along with a supply side grounding scheme. So what they're pointing out here is that temporary currents in line with the NEC is not considered objectionable, type current in accordance with NEC 250.60C as in car. And that's what this figure 16-9 is pointing out. And if you notice the main call out there with the arrows drawn to different items, it says temporary currents resulting from accidental conditions such as ground faults that occur only while the grounding conductors are performing their intended protective function shall not be classified as objectionable current for the purpose specified in 250.6A and B. Now, again, equipment grounds and their function and how they're supposed to operate and carry current temporarily is outlined in Article 100 of the NEC. And that's what this illustration 16-9 is pointing out.